Hello guys, welcome to Vijay's Programming YouTube channel, and on this tutorial I'm going to start with Angular basics. We are going to start with Angular basics, and this playlist, this tutorial will be till advanced. It is starting from the very basics of Angular and it will be till advanced concepts of Angular. So let us start with Angular introduction. Why do we use Angular and it is so popular nowadays? So the first point here it is, Angular is an open source front-end framework developed by Google for creating dynamic and modern web applications. Angular it is open source and it is a one of the framework, and it is front-end framework. Okay, it is one of the front-end framework and it is developed by Google. By using Angular, we can create dynamic and modern web applications. There is a difference between dynamic and static websites, that we know that what is dynamic and static websites. We can separate websites into two categories, that is static and dynamic websites. In case of static websites, they are fixed, means it will display the same content for every user. It is fixed and display the same content for every user. Usually it is written exclusively in HTML. Usually written exclusively in HTML, hypertext markup language. Whereas dynamic website, it can display different content. Okay, it can display different content and provide user interaction. It can also provide user interaction. In case of dynamic website, it can display different content and it can provide user interaction by making use of advanced programming and databases. By making use of advanced programming and databases. In case of dynamic website, we are using more than HTML. More than HTML. In addition to HTML, we are using advanced programming and databases. As we know that static websites are easier to create while comparing with dynamic website. It more, in case of dynamic websites, it requires more work and it has complexity as well. Anyways, here the first point, that is Angular is an open source front-end framework developed by Google for creating dynamic and modern web applications. Let me just fit this text to the this window. And second point, Angular provides developers with robust tools for creating the client side of web applications. Angular provides developers robust tools for creating client side web applications. So developers can be more productive, right? Angular provides tools for creating client-side web applications. That is the second point. And then the third point here, Angular released in 2010. Angular released in 2010 and formerly known as Angular JS. Now, what we are calling simply Angular, previously it was called as Angular JS. Angular is a JavaScript framework that was initially useful for building single page applications. Very popular single page applications. Angular released in 2010 and formerly known as Angular JS. So these two are entirely different, Angular and Angular JS, that we will see further. For now, Angular, exactly what we are now calling it as just Angular. It is released in 2010 and formerly known as Angular JS. And Angular is a JavaScript framework that was initially useful for building single page applications. At that time, when the Angular was released, okay, the popularity of single page applications was growing rapidly. When Angular released, the popularity for single page applications was growing rapidly. So that is why Angular JS framework as well caught the attention of the developers for developing single page applications. It is basically developed for this single page application, Angular JS. It was the popular popular design when the Angular was released. So as the popularity of SPS are growing, so did the popularity of Angular JS framework as well. But over time, the emergence of new tools, but over time, the emergence of new tools, okay, like React and Vue, like React and Vue.js, which offered wider functionality than Angular. But over time, the emergence of new tools like React framework and Vue.js, which offered wider functionality than AngularJS. So this is what exactly made the Angular team think about improving their current product. So this is what made the Angular team think about improving their product further. So then they just release the newly written product. So the point what we have discussed, the third point, that is, so let me keep it in this window. Okay. The fourth point here it is in 2016, Google presented a new fully rewritten version of this tool. In 2016, Google presented a new fully rewritten version of Angular JS. So this just called it as Angular, removing the JS part. Earlier it was called Angular JS. In 2016, Google presented a new fully rewritten version of this tool and they just called it as Angular. In the new version of this tool, that is Angular, we are only calling it as Angular from the version that is released in 2016. The version it is released in the year 2016 by the Google for this tool. Earlier it was calling Angular JS. Now it is entirely rewritten. Okay, from 2016 release, they entirely rewritten and released this tool, and they simply calling it as Angular, removing the JS part. Now we are calling it as simply Angular. So the new features includes semantic versioning. Semantic versioning. So what is this semantic versioning? Right. So semantic versioning is a formal convention. Semantic versioning is a formal convention for specifying compatibility using a three-part version number. It is basically using in the software development. So that is major version, comma, minor version, comma, and the patch. The patch number is incremented for minor changes and bug fixes which do not change the software's application programming interface. So it is just a definition for semantic versioning. What is this semantic versioning means? It is a formal convention for specifying compatibility using a three-part version number, that is major version, minor version, and patch. The patch number is incremented for minor changes and bug fixes which do not change the software's application programming interface itself, right? So then they have introduced a command line interface, popular command line interface, and they have introduced an entirely component based architecture. Earlier it was using the MVC, model view control architecture. Now from this version they are using this entirely new, that component based architecture for the Angular. The major drawback was that this version was completely different from the previous and wasn't backward compatible. So as we have discussed that it is entirely rewritten. Okay, this Angular, it is entirely rewritten. There is no relation between Angular and Angular JS. The major drawback was this version was completely different from the previous and wasn't backward compatible. So if developers written the application previously in the Angular JS, they cannot easily migrate into the new version Angular. That is the problem. there is no backward compatibility. Like if the application it is written in Angular, okay, the application is written in Angular, it is basically these two are entirely different tools. Okay, Angular JS is different, Angular is different. They have introduced so many things in Angular, and the major drawback it is not supporting backward compatibility. Developers had to rewrite all their code if they wanted to use Angular instead of Angular JS in their projects. Developers had to rewrite all of their code if they wanted to use Angular instead of Angular JS in their projects. This is the problem. Let me just keep that point here. Sorry for the time it is taking to keep it in this window itself. Okay, this is the fourth point that we have discussed. And what about the fifth point? The next version, Angular 4, became available in March 2017. The next version, the Google tool they have released, Angular 4, became available in March 2017. This version offered faster compilation, reduction of code size, and better bug fix alerts, and was backward compatible with Angular 2. Please carefully observe that the next version the Google released, that is Angular 4, became available in March 2017. This version offered faster compilation, reduction of code size, and better bug fix alerts, and was backward compatible with Angular 2, not with Angular JS. Angular JS and just Angular, they are entirely different. They are totally different. Okay. A few months later, the Angular team released the next version of Angular with build optimizer and an improved compiler, and as well dependency management update. So then Angular 6 released in May 2018. Then Angular 6 was released in May 2018, introduced IV renderer and new CLI commands and Angular elements. What is this IV renderer? So it is just um, Angular's upcoming means it is already it is there. That is the rendering pipeline. Okay, rendering pipeline and view engine. So what it does, Angular view engine takes the templates and components we have written and translates them into regular HTML and JavaScript that the browser can read and display. Ivy is Angular's rendering pipeline and view engine. What it does is Angular view engine takes the template and components we have written and translate them into regular HTML and JavaScript that the browser can read and display. So Ivy is the next generation of Angular renderer. So Angular 6 released in May 2018 introduced the Ivy renderer, new CLI commands and Angular elements. Let me put that fifth point here. So this is the fifth point that we have discussed. And now we will be discussing about the advantage, why it is so popular nowadays among the developers. So the first point, detailed documentation. Detailed documentation. Documentation where developers can find all necessary information. The developers can just go through the documentation and they can solve whatever the technical issues they are facing with respect to the Angular framework. It is very useful for a developer. Angular provides detailed documentation. Documentation where developers can find all the necessary information they need. Where this documentation is available, that is in angular.io/docs. Let me put that point here. We need to go to this website address to get the documentation for the angular.io/docs. That is for sixth point. What about seventh point? We are discussing now the advantages of Angular. Great ecosystem of third-party components. Great ecosystem of third-party components. The popularity of Angular has resulted in the appearance of thousands of additional tools and components that can be used in Angular apps. The popularity of Angular has resulted in the appearance of thousands of additional tools and components that can be used in Angular applications. As a result, we can get additional functionality and productivity improvements. As a result, we can get additional functionality and productivity improvements. So this additional tools and components can be provided, and they are provided by the open source communities. Okay, as a result, we can get additional functionality and productivity improvements. So that is what about the seventh point here. That is about the seventh point. What about eighth point? The advantage: component based architecture. Component based architecture. In the second version, that is Angular. Angular shifted from an MVC to a component based architecture. Earlier, it was using MVC. In the Angular JS, it was using MVC, module view controller, to a component based architecture. In the Angular, they are using component based architecture instead of model view control architecture. According to this architecture, an an app is divided into independent logical and functional components. According to this architecture, according to component based architecture, an app is divided into independent logical and functional components. These components can easily be replaced and decoupled as well as reused in other parts of an application. In addition, component dependence makes it easy to test a web application and ensure that every component works seamlessly. According to this architecture, that is component based architecture, an application is divided into independent logical and functional components. These components can easily be replaced and decoupled as well as reused in other parts of the application. In addition, component independence makes it easy to test a web application and ensure that every component works seamlessly. So this is about the eighth point here. So what about ninth point? Ninth point, Angular uses ahead of time compiler. Ahead of time compiler. Angular's AOT compiler converts TypeScript and HTML into JavaScript during the build process. Angular's AOT ahead of time compiler converts TypeScript and HTML into JavaScript during the build process. This means that code is compiled before the browser loads your web application so that it's rendered much faster. What does this means? AOT, ahead of time compiler. Code is compiled before the browser loads your web application so that it's rendered much faster. An AOT compiler is also much more secure than just-in-time compiler. That is what we use in Java. An AOT compiler, that is ahead of time compiler, is also much more secure than a just-in-time compiler, JIT compiler. So that is about ninth point. So what about 10th point? CLI, the famous CLI, command line interface. It is probably the most beloved feature for the majority of Angular developers. CLI is probably the most beloved feature for the majority of Angular developers. It automates the whole development process, making app initialization, configuration, development as easy as possible. CLI automates the whole development process, making app initialization, configuration, and development as easy as possible. The Angular CLI allows us to create a new Angular project and add features to it and run unit and end-to-end tests with a few simple commands. The Angular CLI allows us to create a new Angular project, and by using this CLI we can add features to it and run unit and end-to-end tests with a few simple commands. It not only increases code quality but also greatly facilitates the development. It not only increases code quality but also greatly facilitates development. So this is about the 10th point here. This is about the Angular introduction part. Thanks for watching.